I probably would like to accomplish at least one thing through my work, and that's that art should be available for everybody. I wanted something that was a step aside from graffiti. I wanted to have something created in the studio and put it in the environment that was removable, perhaps stealable. First installation is October 1994, and it was up for 6 weeks until it disappeared. I had no idea what had happened. Decided to put out more installations, and they quickly vanished as well. And within a couple years, I slowly found out who was taking them. My name is David Gerbstadt. I'm a local artist. I'm living outside of the Philadelphia area, and I've been painting since the late 80s. I've left approximately in the neighborhood of about 22 to 2,500 pieces of artwork since October of '94 when I started. Sometimes it's like a break in between sessions, like when I do it, and it's like the first one's the hardest one to do, and after that it gets easier, and it's just like a rush. It's like a rush when you do it, because it's just like when you come back over, it's just like, that's pretty cool, and you don't know where the hell it's going to go, you know, or the reaction, like people walk by, it's like, see, they're not even like noticing what's going on, but it's cool.
David left this huge, gorgeous, like this totally ornate refrigerator door propped up in the park in the center of Westchester against this tree. And it was really like for somebody to take. But people have been coming back and saying, oh man, I saw your refrigerator door. Like they feel like it's supposed to stay in the park. So I guess it will.
The first time that we saw his work was when we were at 3rd and Arch, and we saw the very large painting that was upstairs, and we thought maybe we could take it because we didn't know how it was put there, and it sort of looked like it was available for the taking. But there were a lot of people around, and we didn't want to just take it off the building because people would wonder what we were doing. So we came back around 10:30 at night and quickly got out of the car, quickly took it down, got in the car and sped away, sort of like we had stolen something.
I have stuck around before to see what people have done. The car pulled up to the side of the road. It was like a 1-lane road. It was on a curb, and he just stopped, and the side door of the minivan opened up. Some kid ran out, grabbed it, and he ran back in the car and took off. It all happened in 5 to 6 seconds. It was gone.
Well, the first chance that I realized they were coming home, I felt really excited because I went to go speak at a middle school in my local area, and I had set up my stuff, and the kids came into the room, and they were all jumping up and down shouting, it's him, it's him, it's him. And the teacher had no idea what was going on, and they all raced over to where I was, and I flipped open my book of pictures and everything, because I'd taken pictures of most of everything, and I would flip through the pictures, and I said, stop when you have one. And they said they would stop, and I have that one, I got that one, I got that one. That was pretty exciting to realize that all the works were being taken by people in the area.
I think in a way he sort of is creating a community, you know, creating a community of people who find his art and just can kind of then hover around him, or the idea of looking for art, or just looking in new and different ways, period. You know, he's opening up new ways of looking at the world around you.
I like his work because it's primitive, and it shows like this different aspect of life. Things that we see every day, objects that are familiar to us.
You know, so it's really, it's just totally for all ages, really. There's something about the fact that something's really going on that appeals to everybody. They want to get into it. You know, if you're like clicking along on the train, like in the middle of the night, and all of a sudden you see this Gerbstat go whipping by because it's installed in the train station. You're like, whoa, David was here, you know? It's something that everybody can say, yeah, that's mine too. You know, you and I have this relationship.
I think David continues, you know, without making money or whatever, is because he is just compelled to do it. I think he's just sort of a creative person. And I think getting a good positive reaction from people and having people be excited about finding something on the street is definitely a driving force.
Probably the most enjoyable part of my artwork would be going into someone's home that I've never been in, and there's something on the wall that they found on the side of the road, you know, and they may or may not have known who I was, you know, at the time, but there it is on the wall, and that's very important to me because it makes me realize that, you know, every person, no matter what they do, art is important to them.
I like that a lot, you know, that like a vigor that I don't see in many artists, and that enthusiasm, you know, it enthuses me.
I feel motivated to painting because it's something that's in me and it's got to come out. It's not, it's something that I have to do. I mean, I've gone periods of my life where I haven't painted and I feel as though I really don't exist. I should be doing something like painting or doing something else as an artist. Otherwise, for me, there's no point in going on. This project has expanded since it began and exploded to from people, you know, picking them up and emailing me and contacting me when I leave contact information on the back, to people trading them, to people sending them overseas and to different parts of the U.S., to having collaboration work with other artists doing similar, you know, projects. Once I started, it was a major rush, and it's still a major rush. It's just, it's like creating something and then leaving it out, and you never know where it's going to end up.